Hey family, how you doing? Well, as you already know, I'm the infamous Spirit Tree, Naima. Gosh, I mean, it's crazy how I had all of this lighting and everything, and all of a sudden it just went away. The sun is out today. It's beautiful in nature, and I tell you, I just don't understand where the darkness is coming from. Do y'all see that? Hang on 1 minute. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can turn the lighting up, and I can't. It's at its maximum. The lighting cannot be turned up. This is crazy. Look, y'all. I'm noticing something. I'm noticing something. The sun, or the sun reflector, or the sun simulator, or whatever you all want to call it, the sun lens or the sun deflector, is totally in another position. And if you all could or would or be generous enough to do so, please, if you know anything about this new technology, this phenomena, so to speak, or this paranormal activity, please in the comment section kind of give me an idea of exactly what that is. Okay, what is a sun simulator? Okay, I've gone to a few other timelines and they called it a variety of names. Okay, when I say they called it a variety of names, it's because I've been asking questions on these alternative timelines. A lot of people want to now see. Look. When I talk about alternative timelines, since I see people kind of seem to be interested in it. When I talk about alternative timelines, these are timelines that are so similar to this one until it's very difficult to tell the difference. But there are other timelines, and I won't even call them timelines. There are just plain old other planes that are so different, you know the difference. So when we talk about timelines, we're talking about places that are exactly here, like this place, but things are slightly, they're slightly different scripts. But when I talk about planes, I'm talking about places that, I mean, it's just like undeniably not like these. You just know for sure that they are not as this. Okay? Meaning that these people are totally, these conscious levels, and not just the people, but the beings, everything that live in this particular place agrees on something so different from what we agree on. Because it's not only taking people, the conscious of people here, to agree on the fact that, excuse me, the grass is green. But also the grass must agree that it's green, and the trees must agree that the grass is green, and the mountains must agree that the sky is blue. Everything is participating in this in the timeline to create a concerted effort of convincing every conscious thing that all is in alignment and agreement. Now, I know y'all saying, Mama done went off somewhere way totally off in left field. It's not making any sense, Mama. I'm out. But I said this right here. It's going to come a time where some people are going to get off of the boat and they're going to be like, good day, I'm gone. Okay? So this is happening all day long, every day, every week, every year, every month, where, you know, we're going to go and drift off into some other places. So it's okay to get off the ship. It's okay. Okay? So we should we should accept this fact, and it's no sense in warring with each other, because that's what's going on right now. We're warring, just like this church situation where someone killed 26 people. We are in the month of November. Let's see. This is November 6th of 2017. Had to go to my calendar, y'all. Had to go to my calendar because I want to tell y'all wrong. That's what we are. Okay? So, you all know about the shooting and everything. You know, we are warring right now. Different conscious levels are warring with each other. You should eat this in order to be healthy, or you should eat that in order to be healthy, or you should be a part of my club, or you should be a part of my religion, or you should be a part. See what's going on? You should choose Alabama as a football team. No, you should choose Auburn. Oh, no, you should be a Miami fan. No, you should be a Dallas Cowboy fan. Just warring. That shows how low we vibrate when we war. Because y'all see, mama don't do that no more. When we're warring about how someone else looks, or warring about someone else's belief system, or warring about the fact that someone celebrates gray hair, or warring with someone who celebrates relaxed hair, or warring with someone, you know, warring and warring is what keeps us from reaching our higher level of consciousness. Because I do believe that in order to beat this place, so you won't have to come back here again, that you have to shift yourself to a different level of consciousness to go to another particular matrix. Because anything outside of any matrix system is complete darkness. Is that what you really want? Because I explained to you all what creates a matrix. It just depends on where your conscious level is at this particular time. The reason why you are in whatever particular matrix system you're in, because it may be some other people on other timelines or other matrix bubbles, as I call them, that are watching me right now. You never know. So warring with other people, because remember, agreeing with other people creates a matrix system. Warring with other people about a matrix system creates destruction of the matrix system. So everyone wants everyone to agree with their particular belief system to create matrix systems. It's the truth. Oh no, we changed our mind. The clouds are no longer blue and white. They're purple and gold. No. They're this color. They're that color. Okay. So take that, use it, and figure it out. So warring with someone's belief system is not going to happen. I can say all day long here on my platform, I have decided that relaxed hair is dangerous. It's a dangerous chemical to me and what my consciousness is. And what I mean is that my conscious must be at a level of a certain vibration in order for me to be able to beat this matrix and to be able to shift into different consciousness and get and retrieve information from the divine being. That's where I'm at right now. Okay. So I'm only stating how I feel. You know, I'm not going to war with anyone about how I feel, or I'm not going to insult anyone as to how I feel, because to do so means that I am wasting my time here as I continue to raise my conscious level. I don't have time to war with anyone. Because at the end of the day, we could talk all day long about what we eat and how nourishing it is. You got people who eat glass and they walk every day, all day long, well nourished. Nothing happens to them. Eat stones. Live in temperatures of 30, 40 degrees with no clothes on, 20 degrees. Some people who don't even eat. There are some people that don't have to eat because they have shifted their conscience to a place where they can do that. Where they can walk on coals of fire or whatever. So is it really the fact that I walk through fire that is going to consume me and kill me? Or just the belief in the fact that I know that if I walk in that fire where my conscious level is, I am going to burn. But you got some people who can do it. They are convinced that they can walk through fire and not burn. They are convinced that they can walk on water where their conscious level is and not drown. Jesus done it. Don't y'all remember that? So I'm just using that as an example. Where this particular individual is on their conscious level, okay? They can probably do some things I can't do. No, I can't eat a whole lot of salt because I am convinced it's going to drive my blood pressure up. But you can eat plenty of salt. It does nothing to your blood pressure. It's all in here. That's all I gotta say. This can convince you a whole lot of things right here. So anyway, warring back and forth is a sign of very low vibrations, and we got to keep our vibrations up, because I'm telling you, low vibrations can drive you into some very dark places that will do you harm. That's where I'm at right now on my journey. I don't know where y'all at, but please respect mine, because I got mad respect for other people's journey. I don't take my time out to go on anyone's platform to insult them, because where I am on my journey, you understand? I can't, respect the fact that, we are on two different conscious levels. And when your conscious level has shifted to a place where you cannot no longer vibrate with a particular content creator content, it is time to make a shift to another channel. But insults, they don't usually get us anywhere. So if I'm convinced I can eat stones and be healthy, you got to realize that's in my mind now. And you do got people eating rocks and stuff around here. They got to eat rocks. We say, oh, it's a mental illness. What do I say? I don't know what they at on their conscious level. There may be some minerals in there that they need. I'm not in a position to insult people. And don't get angry with me because I say I'm not in a position to insult people. Now, I have a tendency, if somebody jumps on my back, to get them straightened out. That don't mean I'm going to let you bully me and take advantage of me. But just because there are a lot of ratchet people out there, and for some reason, me and ratchet people, we don't seem to, I don't know. It's like, when being ratchet, that's an art form in itself. And people know when you are good at the art and when you're not. So me and ratchetness, we don't tend to get along. I don't know the art form. I don't know the art form, and I am not of the art form, but I do respect the art. I do respect it. You got a lot of art forms out there. Once upon a time in the 50s, it was pretty cool. It was all about etiquette and class. But now where we are, it's not about etiquette and class. And I'm not saying I'm a part of it. I just know it's about the ratchetness. It's all about how ratchet you can get. It's a new art form. Hello? It's so funny. I started out doing a video where I was going to talk to you all about, and it's just so funny how dark it is because the sun position has switched. It's no longer here. But I was talking about something that I saw in a comic strip, and it was showing in the 1940s and 50s how little Charlie was in front of the teacher, and excuse me, the parents were really, just had some tea. The parents were, not iced tea, but herbal tea. The parents were very, very upset and angry with little Charlie in front of the teacher because he had been a little bad boy. And then it showed like the 1980s and now, on up to now, how little Charlie was in front of the teacher. But, and also in the 50s, little Charlie was really sad because his mom and dad was looking at him like, you know, I'm going to get you when you get home. The teacher was upset. And the teacher was like, yeah, Charlie, you're going to get it, Charlie. You're going to get it. And then come up to the 80s, 90s. I don't even think it was the 80s. Let's put it like this, because the 90s, because my mama didn't play that in the 80s when I was young. But in the 90s, it shows where little Charlie is like in front of the teacher, like, I'm angry. And the teacher was scared, like biting her nails. And mom and dad was at the teacher like, I'm going to get you. So, you see what I'm saying? So, we live in that age now where ratchetness is promoted. Why is ratchetness promoted now here in this particular matrix at this point? It's because as long as we can keep things like that, we keep distractions, we keep, in a sense, we keep segregation amongst each other. We continue to, we have no unity. And as long as we're divided and fighting amongst each other, guess what? The people who are in charge at this moment of whatever this is, get a kick out of it. They enjoy the ratchetness just as much as the ratchet enjoy the ratchetness, okay? And so, so that's why we are here now. That's why good etiquette means nothing, and dressing appropriately means absolutely nothing at this point, because they are benefiting from it. I mean, I think everybody's benefiting from it, except for those who know exactly what's going on. I'm not benefiting from it because I know exactly what it is doing to us, what it's doing to our children, because to enjoy this moment is to cry later, because if you become an elderly person, if you live to be elderly in the next 20, 30, 40 years, you got to be concerned as to who is going to be available to open the door for you if you're in a wheelchair, or if you have a cane, or if you wind up in a hospital. Who is going to be available to you to assist you? Because if we live long enough, we're going to get old here. And I'm really concerned as to who is going to be, available to assist me as an old ass lady. Okay. Okay. So that's why I just wanted to talk about that. But worry is not going to get us anywhere. It's not going to, help us to shift anywhere, but to stay in the same gear, in the same place, in the same miserable place as that. Okay. I had wanted to talk about some things, so I think I got that out of the way. What else I was going to say? So we want to respect people. I know respect is not the thing anymore. It's all about being as ratchet as you possibly can. But I say, let's respect people. We lose a lot of opportunities because we're not respecting people, and we're not respecting ourselves. So there's no telling what kind of opportunities that would have been available to us. I know I lost lots of opportunities. I know that there have been some people watching me making decisions and stuff like that. Let's give her a chance. No, we're not going to give her a chance, because look at how she's acting. People can't trust you when you're like that. Look, know that I'm always in a position of being humble. A lot of people say, I'm not going to humble myself to nothing. Like I said, it's an art form. Whereas some people can be in a position to be who they want to be and don't have to assume the position of being humble. Other people may have to. Some of us have to remain humbled. There are some things that have happened to me on my timeline that have humbled me. You may have not met those places yet. When your mama died and you ain't got nobody, you become a person in a humble position. For some of us, not all of us. I'm in a very humble place because I've seen people get sick and die as a nurse in the healthcare profession. I've seen some horrific things that have humbled me. A lot of people who say, "Oh no, you know, I ain't going in that position." They may have not seen much. I've seen people be burned alive. You know, you can see it on YouTube, but people have utterly been thrown in a fire and just watch them burn to death. I've seen suffering that has humbled me. So whereas some people see me as having a weak personality, know that, call it whatever you want, I'm humble. You'll never see me sit here and say, hey, look, I have some personality shifts where, you know, some of them spirits come out and say, put up your dukes, put up your dukes. You coming at me, I'm coming back at you. But know that at all times, I'm humble. Because if you say you ain't humble, there's some things out here that definitely will humble you. Okay? It's some things out here. You living in a dangerous world. America's dangerous. The Western civilization is dangerous. It's going to come a time where if you can't afford to pay them for a certain pill, you going to die. They fixing to take all of the nourishing foods from you that's going to have your body at a place where it has nothing to survive as they continue to fill the clouds with whatever this stuff is, you know, and continue to break you down. You ain't going to be able to breathe. You're going to have to pay them. It's going to be a specific pill or something out there that you're going to have to take in order to breathe. I already see it coming. Been there, seen it all, seen all of the events, and you live in the most evilest country. I know what y'all saying, oh, but it's just so free here. It's not free when you can't have your mind, where it's a tower that owns your mind and makes the decisions for you. Make the decision of whether you live or whether you die. A lot of y'all walking around here, you're dead and don't even much know you're dead. Because when you can't make the choice to get up and move and go wherever you want here, and you on a plantation system right now. This is a fucking plantation system where you can't move around. You can't move around. I heard that the government is tracking people. So okay, so say for instance, you decide you want to live the RV life. I talked to a lady that's living the RV life, and she talked about it's cheaper to live on the road now. That's why people living in vans and living in box trucks that have been converted and school buses that have been converted. And they're buying these RVs, recreational vehicles and stuff to live in. And the government is tracking you. I heard in these recreational vehicles you're being tracked by the government because they don't want you to get no ideas. You know why I'm talking about all of this? It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that we live in a society in the West where it is forbidden for you to live on the road. What do I mean about that? You can get a goddamn car all day long. Ride it all over where you want. What I mean about that, I'll allow you $20,000 to get this plastic car that's worth absolutely nothing. It's made of fiberglass and all of this and stuff. Ain't no steel in it. I'll give you money. I'll give you 20 grand. Might just give you 30 if you credit right. Just take it. Get the keys. They did my daughter and son-in-law like that. They said they went to a dealership and they thought they needed all these different things. They just went down there, signed the papers, didn't show proof of nothing. Rode away in a plastic car. A brand new, what they say, plastic car. Yeah. It's $29,000. A little plastic car. They just drove away and they think they're on the top of the world. They'll let you ride. But go to a recreational vehicle, RV company and say, you know what? I want that $20,000 RV, recreational vehicle. Oh, that's when you got to prove everything from the front door to the kitchen sink. Yeah. I need it all. I want your last taxes and stuff for the last 2 years. I want everything you can bring me so that you can prove to me you are deserving to have a recreational experience. I just want y'all to know that's the type of world we're living in, where our government say, oh, I'll let you have a car. And the reason why I'll let you have a car is because you can have this car because you got to get to the plantation and work for us, okay? But I'll decide whether or not you can have a recreational experience, okay? I know what y'all saying. Well, mama, they got to know where the RV is. A lot of people, they run that thing all over the world and they don't know where it's at. You can do the same thing with a car, though. But what they got tracking devices. When I first had my car, the fact that I was dealing with this specific type of financing company, if y'all want to know what this financing company was, if y'all want to know what it is, they'll give you anybody a damn loan, you know, because you're in a stage where you're buying your fucking credit, okay? I had to buy my credit because I had no credit when I got to that point where you think I had. Well, I did have credit. I won't lie, because I did have where I was buying a house in Birmingham. I was purchasing a home, so that was my credit. And I did trade a car in. But now if your credit just busted where you ain't got no credit, there's nothing on there. That I'm not talking about a situation like that. I'm just saying I had to, you know, it was, you know, a situation where I had to buy my credit because for that particular vehicle, because the vehicle when I bought it was like 35,000, 32,000, somewhere right up in there. So I had to buy my credit for that. Oh yeah, they would have let me have a $10,000, a $12,000, or $13,000 car, but I bought that car from Infinity, so I was in a position to buy my credit for a luxury car, even though everything was clear on my house and everything. I have to make that clear because, you know, there was a rumor out that, oh, she's in bankruptcy, and that's not true. No one can even, they can't even provide, they haven't provided receipts or anything, which going into bankruptcy is not a bad thing for people who have to do that, because your president has done it so many times that it has made him rich and the president. So don't let anyone make you feel bad because you have to be in a position to restructure your loans. Know that your motherfucking president did the shit and the motherfucker got money, more money than all our asses, okay? So anyway, so and I had to I would call it purchase credit in order to own a luxury car, but they put a fucking tracking device on the motherfucker. We're gonna track your ass just in case you decide you ain't gonna pay for this no more, okay? So, can't you track that RV too? Put the same tracker on the RV. Anyways, y'all, what I'm saying is this. I want y'all to look around. There are a lot of people who are going into vans. They're going into, with motherfucking turning into fucking gypsies and shit, you know, trying to get away. It is cheaper to live on the fucking road than it is to live in a space, okay? Which I'm going to keep my house, but I want to, you know, participate in these recreational things also too. And it helps you to grow. It helps to feed your consciousness so that you can elevate it. You know, being able to have the luxury of, and it shouldn't even be a luxury, because before they came and established whatever they established here as hunter-gatherers, as indigenous people, we were able to travel. Just want to be careful you didn't go into somebody else's village that didn't like you and they hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you was setting up shop in your own particular village, minus wherever someone else's was, you was doing good. But they've taken that from us. And that's another reason why we have this mentality as to everybody has to do the same thing. This, I call it a soldier mentality. You all have to do the same thing. And if you're not doing the same thing, we're going to admonish you and punish you with the cold shoulder, because you're going outside of whatever your role is. And I want to talk about that. The position of the sun has changed. This room used to be full of sunlight. And I know what y'all gonna say. Well, Mama, it is fall now, so yes, the sun shifts its position. But this, even in the fall of last year, this whole room was filled with light. The sun ain't where it was. No one is paying that any attention because we're so involved into ratchetness. That's why our minds are. How are you going to shift consciousness? It's not necessarily what's going into your body that has you there. That's one factor. Once again, like I say, you can see people live 100 years to 100 years and they eat whatever they want. I asked the man, he's 96 years old. He works at a hardware store. What's the key to longevity? He says, it's not in what you eat. It's all about what you think about what you're eating. It's so true. Look at Krishna and all of these different people. Study these people, okay? Study these people who have actually lived in 10-degree weather with no clothes on. Folks walking around in the snow with no shoes on, just sandals. Then their toenails grow this long. They is consciously in a whole nother place than you, man. We ain't all in the same place just because we sharing this space. We sharing the same space, but we all, depending on where you're at here, in a different place. Okay? I'm going to have to get a vac and run across this. So anyways, I do need to talk to you all. Please, please, I don't do sicknesses. I cannot stress this enough. People have been calling me. Oh, Mama, I'm so sick. My hair is falling out. Mama, I'm sick and I'm throwing up. There's something on me, a spiritual sickness or whatever. I don't do it. I'm too young to do it. Some people say they can go to young. They think that some young people think they can do it. You know, have at it. You got to absorb the sickness, and that's not where I'm at right now. I'm definitely into the hoodoo. So I don't heal sicknesses and afflictions, and I don't remove attachments. I've been getting an overflow of calls for that. Could y'all please explain to me why people are looking for me to do healing and why people are looking for me to take attachments off? Okay, I know why, because I talk about it. I talk about it, making you very aware of the fact that it's out there and to arm yourself and protect yourself. But there are other people who may take care of strictly attachment issues. You're taking a chance because you don't know who has the ability and who doesn't have the ability. It's a gamble out here. You know what I'm saying? Go by people who say, hey, look, I've gone and it has definitely helped me out. I would suggest that you do that. But as far as myself personally, I can help you with the financial ends of it, and I can help you with the love and bringing home folks that you ain't seen in years. I can help you with that. I can help you with your luck. I can help you get yourself straightened out with your credit. I can help you do and solve some problems. I'm not the